Okay, so today we have Morrissey and his cover of Roy Orbison's original song, It's Over, from 1964. Of course, this is from Morrissey's album, California Sun, from 2019. But anyway, and again, I've seen in the comments throughout, the years now, I've talked about this album, and some people hate it, some people like it, and some people think it's okay. So anyway, I'm ready to get into this cover. I have heard Roy's original, and I never thought about it, but I do believe the words do fit Morrissey's style. So here we go again. It's in his wheelhouse, and I like that he chose that. So let's get into it, talk about it after, and I'll shut up.
Your baby doesn't love you
That's not Morrissey.
anymore.
Raspy. Oh yeah.
Golden days before they end, whisper secrets to the wind. Your baby won't be near you anymore. Tender nights before they fly, send falling stars that seem to cry. Your baby doesn't want you anymore. It's over. It breaks your heart in two to know she's been untrue. But oh, what will you do when she says to you there's someone new? We're through, we're through, we're through. It's over, it's over, it's over.
Matthew Walker.
All the rainbows in the sky start to weep and say goodbye. You won't be seeing rainbows anymore. Setting suns before they fall echo to you, that's all, that's all. But you'll see lonely sunsets after all. It's over, it's over, it's over. It's over.
Well, there it is. Morrissey, and it's over. Okay, so I gotta say, and I don't know if this is like what he does in every song of this album, because I believe I've only heard this one now, and Wedding Bell Blues. I don't think I've done any other of the tracks off this. So, but I like how in this one anyway, he keeps with the original, I would say. I mean, it's pretty much in the same vein, and he doesn't really take any liberties, which I like. I mean, even if he did, maybe I would like that too. But I like how he almost, I don't know if I'd say he's trying to emulate Roy Orbison here, but he is matching Roy's cadence at points. He is matching Roy's sorrow. Roy, who was the friggin' king of the ballads, king of, drama ballads, whatever you want to say. He has so many great songs about just lost love or whatever you want to talk about like that. Just he was so good at that stuff. He was so good at writing those songs. And again, I've never really thought about, even though I've reacted to him so many times, how Roy's writing relates a lot to Morrissey and some of Morrissey's writing, whether it's in the Smiths or his solo stuff. But yeah, I just like how we kind of kept that in the same vein. And I would say with this one, if you want to say Morrissey almost kind of modernized it in a way, and maybe just modernized it, what I'm thinking of is just how more explosive, how more powerful this is, and a lot has to do with Matthew Walker for that. Matthew Walker, who I fawn over, I feel like every week. I still think Spencer Coburn is my favorite drummer that Morrissey's ever had, but something, Matthew Walker, I just love it, and I've probably said this last week for God's sakes, but I just love his strong style, his hard-hitting style, his, again, explosive power. He's the backbone of every song he's on with Morrissey, I feel like. And again, he always is so noticeable. And that's what happens again here. And I like how his drumming is, again, like the original, and just how marching it is, that marching drum beat, the dreamy guitar work here, the shimmering, glorious orchestration. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog snoring, but she is over there. She's sleeping. My goodness gracious, it is 3 a.m. My God. Anyway, but yeah, just glorious orchestration as well. Lush as hell. That's a great word. I always love to use the word lush, and I just think it's a great word to use. But yeah, and so again, it kind of matches that energy, and I feel like he matches the energy throughout the whole thing. LP, who I've never heard of, but is on the song. They start the song too, and just how raspy their voice is, almost in a way. And I've never listened to any of their work. Again, LP, I just saw in the personnel here. But they have it almost gave me like a twang, or it was like if they ever did country, I don't know. That's what it felt a little bit country-like, and I don't know why that came to mind. But again, they did have like a raspy voice, and how their voice would shake through the song too. And it's so light, and I just loved how, especially near the end of it, how they just went to a high note as well, just like Morrissey did off and on throughout the whole thing. And I feel like, I've fawned over Matthew Walker, but I feel like the big thing you take away from the song is Morrissey's vocals. I mean, they're brilliant. Just incredible vocals here, impeccable. So many words I could use, and so strong. Again, he reaches those high notes almost effortlessly, and again, I don't, it's hard to overtake Roy's original, but I feel like Morrissey did a good job here. He tried to, I feel like give the king some respect here, the king being Roy, and yeah, he matched the energy, I feel like, with his vocals here. I feel like, yeah, again, that's the big point of the track. I just love his vocal work here and how strong he was, and you can feel the despair, you can feel the sadness in his voice. And again, some of these words, it's not supposed to be humorous. I mean, my God, the way it was written from Roy, I would imagine not. But just when he talks about how you won't see rainbows anymore, I don't know why it made me chuckle a little bit. But it's so true. And again, if you have ever been in this situation, have gone through a bad breakup with somebody who, in the song anyway, it seems like they might have been unfaithful and they've moved on pretty darn quick. So you feel like shit even more. And so yeah, if you ever went through that, yeah, I can imagine. I feel like the song would be very relatable, and I can see why. Again, it's a big one from Roy, and yeah, a lot of people, can relate to it again. And I just love that Morrissey covered it, I guess, because yeah, I've heard of it, and I figured why the hell not get into Morrissey's version here. So anyway, great bass work too. I got to mention Sean Hurley, who's on the bass here too. Just, the bassiness of the song. The bassiness, is that a word? I don't know. But from him, from he and Matthew, I mean, it's just glorious, and I like it so much. And I don't know. I mean, this is my Morrissey Friday. I do want to mention, I went to the mall last week, and I don't know. I got this. It has nothing to do with this, but I got this album, World Peace is None of Your Business. And I like that, because I always talk about these people. Boz Borer, Matthew Walker, all these guys, Jesse Tobias, Gustavo Manser, but I never, actually, and Solomon Walker, as it's put here, because, of course, this is the personnel from World Peace. But I've never actually seen them. And I just like how on the album here, again, this has nothing to do with anything, but it has them. And here is Matthew Walker. Matthew Walker. There he is. My goodness. Just powerful as all get out. I just love his style. I gotta say it again. So there you go. Anyway, that's my big purchase from last week. Last Friday, I guess. But and again, physical media. I like physical media because goddamn, you never know if it's gonna go away. Holy moly. Anyway, let me get to these lyrics. And again, these are Roy's lyrics. I don't think Morrissey really changed anything up, but I've never delved into the original lyrics anyway, so let's get into this one too. So with the intro, Your Baby Doesn't Love You Anymore. Again, LP does a great job introducing the song. I did see some people say, I don't see what they added to the track. I feel like Morrissey could have did it, but I don't know. It was a nice little surprise, I guess I'll say, because at the start I was like, well, that's not Morrissey. That's, who the hell is that? But I like their voice anyway. So then we go into the first verse. Golden days before the end, whisper secrets to the wind. Your baby won't be near you anymore. And again, I don't know why it's not funny at all, but it's just like, I don't know why it's funny to be a little bit, not self-deprecating either, but it's just like it's funny in how depressing it is. I don't know why. Maybe that's just the way I look at things. You know, you gotta laugh to keep from crying. But everything is just, you know, this guy's world is turned upside down. You know, whisper secrets to the wind. Don't whisper them to your girl because she's fucking gone. Your baby won't be near you anymore. It's just so bleak that that is kind of funny to me. I mean, yeah, I don't know, because again, it's so sad. I don't know, just the way I'm wired, I guess. The second verse, just like what Bare Naked Lady say, I'm the kind of guy who laughs at a funeral. My goodness, tender nights before they fly. Send falling stars that seem to cry. Again, Roy's lyrics, I mean, they are Roy's lyrics, so I gotta say Roy, but they're just so detailed. And like I said, he could just conjure up so much sadness. It's the only way I could put it, I guess. Your baby doesn't want you anymore. It's over. It's just like, Jesus, it's so bad for this guy. And like I said earlier, baby won't be near you anymore. And now he says your baby doesn't want you anymore. It's just like, you know, it gets worse. This second line about how your baby doesn't want you at all. Get away from them. And it breaks your heart in two, of course it would, to know she's been untrue. But oh, what will you do when she says to you, there's someone new, we're through, we're through, we're through. It's over. Just the way he soars on that is just beautiful. God damn it. I talked already about how much I love it, but his voice just really shines on this, and I feel like he gave it its due. But yeah, I feel like these lyrics are pretty straightforward. You can kind of understand, yeah, this relationship's over. And it's almost like it's almost from the point of view, not completely, I guess, but from the ex-lover. And they're kind of saying, get it through your thick skull. We're done. We're through. It's over. And just the emphasis on those words, it's over. It's just like, it's just, and this guy's still reeling from this. This is news to him almost. And it's sad as hell, you can imagine. And again, how it says to know she's been untrue. And how they moved on to somebody already. It seems like they were probably already talking to this person while they were still with the other guy. And yeah, and that's already over. She's already with somebody new. I didn't say she. I guess that's the point of view for me anyway. But whoever, you know, whatever your color. All the rainbows in the sky start to weep and say goodbye. Again, you're never going to see a rainbow again. Rainbows may be there, but you're not going to notice them because everything for you is just dark and cloudy and gloomy and rainy. I mean, my God, that's just the kind of thing that I feel like you see when you're depressed and when your lover is just gone and they don't want anything to do with you. Good Lord. You won't be seeing rainbows anymore. And again, I don't know why I find that funny, but it's just so bleak. Once more, I don't know. You won't be seeing rainbows anymore. It's just like, Jesus Christ, I guess I won't. I'm so sad and depressed. Setting suns before they fall, echo to you, that's all, that's all. But you'll see lonely sunset. You'll see lonely sunset after all. Again, everything, loneliness, of course, now. Everything is just full of despair. It's just so dark and grim and gray, and my goodness, and that's all you'll see. But you'll see the sunset, but you'll be lonely anyway. You'll be alone for that now because she's gone. And then the chorus, it's over, it's over, it's over, it's over. And again, simple, but it says so. It packs a punch, and the punch being just how sad it is, and just how everything's over. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point. Yeah, and yeah, so I just love, especially for the 60s, love songs from the 60s just hit different, especially if they're from Roy Orbison, and just how, again, he had some uplifting songs, you know, not just only from the 60s, but of course one of his big hits before he passed in 1988, I want to say, was You Got It, and that was an uplifting song. That was a great song. Pretty Woman is a pretty uplifting song too. But he had these songs here where it just, you know, rips your heart out, and you're like, God damn, what a songwriter he was. And you know, that's what's happening here once more. And again, I'm happy Morrissey chose this. I feel like it fits him very well, and it was in his wheelhouse, like I think I said earlier. So anyway, I guess that's all I got to say. So thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting. Thanks for all the support. And yeah, I guess that's all. So thanks for everything. I'll talk to you guys again soon.